and I'll keep it hush.
What's up, guys? It looks like Microsoft has finally revealed some specs about the Xbox One Scorpio, and this is how it stacks up comparing it to PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, currently, the Xbox Scorpio is going to have a CPU of an 8 custom x86 core clocked at 2.3 GHz, while the PS4 has an 8 Jagger core clocked at 2.1 GHz. So it's a little bit of an increase in speed. Not a whole lot, but there's a little increase right there. Now, as for the GPU, it's 40 customized compute units at 1172 MHz. And then, the PS4 Pro is running at 36 improved GCN compute units at 911 MHz. Now, that is actually a pretty good increase for graphics. So I do feel confident that they're going to be pulling out this 4K resolution. Maybe not 60 FPS, but it looks like 4K at 30 FPS is definitely going to be possible. The memory bandwidth is going to be 12 gigabytes of DDR5, whereas the PS4 has 8 gigs. And what I'm hearing is that there's only going to be about 5 gigs that are dedicated to the system use on the Xbox right now. So that means there's going to be 8 gigs solely for gaming, and that's going to be great for all, for multitasking, for streaming, for all this stuff. So right now the Xbox One Scorpio is looking like a major powerhouse. In comparison, and there's another thing too, this will be releasing just like the Xbox One S. It will have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player, unlike the PS4 Pro, which does not. It's just a regular Blu-ray. So in comparison to the PS4 Pro to the Xbox Scorpio, it is a huge jump. It is, honestly, it's going to beat the PS4 Pro in terms of performance. Now, here's the real question though. Should you buy it? That's the ultimate question. Should this system be something that you should be looking forward towards, towards holiday season this year? I don't know. Personally, I already have an Xbox One S, I have a PS4, I have a PC that is a pure beast. And honestly, if you're if you're a first time buyer, you might want to get it, but at the same time, the price point's going to be anywhere from $500 to $700. They haven't released the price just yet, but I'm assuming that is where it's going to be around, especially looking at these specs in this system. The Xbox One Scorpio is going to be a really expensive piece of equipment, so unless you really, really need that 4K gaming experience, I personally would just suggest going for PC, since right now the Scorpio right now is just lacking on exclusives altogether compared to the PlayStation 4, where the exclusives are pretty high. And most games on the Xbox platform have the Xbox Play Anywhere ability, where you can play it on a PC. So if you have the money to dump into a Scorpio, why not just get it a PC that can ultimately outperform the Scorpio anyway? But then again, if you are a family person, you have kids, or you are a child, and you want that gaming experience on the TV with your buddies, I understand that. But right now, the Scorpio does have some good highlights to it. It's just, it doesn't seem that the exclusives are there. They gotta pull something out. I'm expecting something in E3 this year. I know they're gonna show off the Xbox and actually show it off. Supposedly it's supposed to be smaller than the Xbox One S, which if it is, I'd be surprised. Apparently too, the Xbox One Scorpio is going to have a vapor chamber in it, to where it's going to be utilizing liquid cooling, to where overheating is not going to be as much of an issue. It still has the fan and all that stuff, but liquid cooling is going to be great. Now, as for bandwidth memory, it's at 326, and I think the PS4 Pro is at about 224, something like that. So right there, that is about 100 more gigs of speed, and that's great. That means it's going to be doing what we need it to do. It's going to come out phenomenal. But again, the price point right now, are you really going to want to spend the money on the Scorpio this year? As Phil Spencer has said, this is a premium console and meant for the more hardcore gamers out there. But like me, like I'm not sure if I'm even gonna get it because I am a huge gamer. Like I said, I do have both Xbox, PS4, and a pretty decent PC. But my PC can run everything better than my consoles. And currently, the only game that only reason I still keep my Xbox is because I have buddies on there that still play, certain titles like Halo, Gears, and stuff like that. But for the most part, I can play those on my PC. So I really don't know where the advantage is right now, guys. Hopefully something comes up. Like I'm gonna be pressing my ear to the wall, listening for any news that's coming up, because this system does look interesting. It's not gonna have the power brick like the original Xbox One, but it will be like the Xbox One S, where the power brick is internal. That's great. All in all, though, guys, like it seems like it's gonna be a beast of a machine. Hopefully, it will deliver what we want from it. We won't have much of an issue. So, alright guys, later.